What's going on, everybody? It's me, Jason from Buy, Build, Sell, your Los Angeles contractor and developer.
When you bought the house, did you let it sit idle or did you rent it out as an Airbnb? I know a lot of people have concerns about evicting tenants or squatters or stuff like that. A lot of people don't want to take that liability. What do you do as soon as you buy the house? Do you just let it sit vacant, or what is the plan?
So a lot of the times when we were buying development properties, it used to be so quick. You know, we'd get plans within 3 months and we were able to rock and roll. With the timelines that we've been facing with the city being somewhere in the 6 to 8 month range, it's been really difficult to kind of have those holding costs and kind of eat that into our profits, because basically we're stuck sitting waiting for something to happen. It's a really difficult play to figure out how we do that, how we move forward with that. A lot of people have decided to take their homes and make them Airbnbs, or rent them out for a year and wait for permits, and then in a year from then start building. Those are all viable options to do. I've tried that, and I'll tell you, when you're buying a home that's basically a teardown, when you're buying a home that isn't fit to be lived in, to try to rent that out is very difficult. To try to flip it quickly to get it rentable is also difficult, because you're not really solving major problems. You're solving superficial problems that people might visually see, but you're not solving leak issues or waterproofing issues or mold or any other sort of crazy issues that might be in the house, because there's no reason to. You're gonna tear this thing down. So when you get into that situation, if the home is viable to live in, cool, that's the move. Rent it out, figure out how to make money from that. I've been in 2 situations where I've remodeled a home to get it ready for rent, and no one rented it. So I spent probably 50 grand, just burning 50 grand, giving guys work for 2-3 months just to flip a property that no one was gonna rent, and now I'm gonna tear it down, no one wanted to rent it. And I've had an issue where people have moved into a home and there was a mold issue, and I didn't want someone living in a mold infested home. So I actually had to literally evict them and help them find a new place, and probably spent $30,000 dealing with that as an issue. So once I've had those experiences, I really felt like, hey, this isn't worth trying to figure out. If I'm buying a house, I'm buying the house, and it's gonna sit vacant until I'm ready to demo it, because there's no other viable alternative in my eyes. Unless the home is genuinely something that could be lived in. The cost of holding a property is very expensive. It's not cheap when you're dealing with the $3 to $5 million range purchase prices, and you're not even talking about the exit of those. Like, that's just, I bought this home for $3.1 million. A $3 million purchase is not a cheap hold on a home. It's an expensive endeavor every single month. So whatever you think you'll be making back by renting it out or trying to kind of absorb some costs, first of all, no one's gonna rent out that $3 million home that you just paid for. No one's gonna rent it out for what your mortgage is. You're gonna get half, maybe, and you're gonna be spending half of the rest of the half on. So let's just put numbers to the table here. If you are spending $15,000 a month on a mortgage, you're only gonna maybe get $6,000 to $7,000 on rent. And the only way to get $6,000 to $7,000 a month on rent is to probably pay $2,000 to $3,000 a month on furniture. And the only way to have a home look good with furniture in it is to really ramp it up and clean it up. And if you probably spent maybe, let's say, $20,000 fixing the home, and you got to that point, that's gonna end up costing you another $2,000 to $3,000 over the lifespan of renting it out every single month. You just spent really more money owning it than you did saving it. You really saved over that 10-month span or 12-month span, you really only saved $20,000 to $40,000, which is a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but it's not enough to move the needle. Like, you still spent however much money every single month just owning it. So no, I wouldn't say, at least in my opinion. Again, every situation should be looked at differently. If there is an opportunity where you could benefit from leasing or Airbnb or trying to figure out how to make money, I would definitely recommend it to most people. I would also say the best way to do that, truthfully, is maybe look into movie and studio rentals, where people are looking for a house that, you know, maybe they want to film. This is only in LA though, so I don't know if this is viable for the rest of the country, but all the time people are looking to film, right? So, oh, you know, we need a house that we can, you know, rip a hole in a wall through. Go for it. You know, more than welcome to. We need you know, a place where a house that a junkie lives in. Great, this is a great place for filming. So you can open it up to filming potential, and that actually does make some good money. So.